The holidays means many college kids are actually heading home, and now is a great time to reconnect with them. Joining us today is Dr. Cheryl Ziegler, our 9 News parenting expert. Thanks for coming in.
Oh, thanks for having me. This is a fun topic.
I know. The holidays, though, they can be, stressful. Families back together that, maybe aren't used to spending so much time together. So how can this be eased up for parents and young adults?
Yeah, this is a big one because you might have seen your kid over Thanksgiving, but that was a really short one.
Yeah.
This is a long one. And if they're on trimesters, this can be like a 6-week break. And so just remember, they've been living independently. So let's think about like the freshmen in college. They've been living independently, going to sleep when they want, staying awake as long as they want, being as loud as they want probably. And so now when they're coming home, if they're not home yet, let's prepare them. If you change their room, if the pet, the family dog that normally slept with them in bed no longer obviously does that, and they have a different pattern. Really prep them for these changes. Like, we did this to your room, or the pet sleeps here, we can try this or the other. And you gotta go over like the rules. Maybe you use the word expectations, but it is AKA rules. So, hey, you can't just be up at all hours of the night. We're still working, or your younger brothers and sisters are still going to school, whatever they're doing. You have to clean up after yourself. Yup, you gotta help us take out the garbage. Like all those things, because if they've been in a dorm, they're not cooking, they're really doing very little cleaning. And so you have to remind them, like, talk to them. You are now a young adult. We're figuring out our new relationship. And so let's think about what makes sense now that you're gonna be back home for whatever it is, 4 weeks or 6 weeks. And because we want this to go well, we're so happy to see you. So those are 2. Then it's the harder conversations. You have to make time for those. Just really checking in. This is a great time for mental, physical health check-in. How have you been feeling really? Like, because you've probably been talking to them. Parents could even be FaceTiming with them every day. But that doesn't mean that you're sitting down face to face and really saying, like, how are you really doing? What's your roommate really like? How much have you really been drinking or even experimenting with drugs? Yes, these are hard conversations to have, but I think they're really important to figure out. Do they need any extra support? Are they thinking about transferring? Are they happy? Are you just happy?
I think this is such a great topic for college kids, right? Because they're away and a lot can happen when they're away, and you want to make sure that they're okay, right? Mental health is such a big topic, especially when it comes to college students as well. How can you ask these, conversations and these questions with them with not feeling like you're grilling them, but really just like you want to know you care?
Yeah, thanks for asking that question, because so many of the times I say, oh, start really open-ended and find the right time. And it's still good advice, but now that they are 18 or 19, they are young adults. And so it's time to help them figure out, and for you as a parent to figure out, how do I have a young adult conversation? It shouldn't be as tiptoey as it might be when they were in high school, but you still need to find the right time. You still need to remember things. Our mental health crisis is disproportionately affecting 18 to 24-year-olds. So really, if they are not having a mental health crisis, someone that they know is. How are they dealing with it? What's it like to witness that? What kind of conversations are you having? So I would say you can say something like, I'm so happy you're home before Christmas or after whatever holiday we're celebrating. Let's just, you and I, let's go to lunch. I want to really do a good check-in. And they're a little bit like teenagers, but they're in that midpoint. So they'll probably be like, what do you want to talk about? I just want to really, really check in with you. Now you're setting a tone like, this is how we do adulting, because they're in that bridge. So that's what I would suggest. And really, for parents to remember, on average, about a third of college kids transfer. So that means a third of college kids, whatever the reason, fill in the blank, it's probably not positive, they transfer after their freshman year. So keep in mind that this could be a time even where they're not sure. That's okay. And so for a parent, I think don't be too hysterical. Don't get too reactive when they say, yeah, I don't know if I'm that happy. Sometimes I'm lonely, or I haven't really met my friends. Like, it's really good to say, we've got options. Let's be positive, but let's be all in while you're there. And remember, there's lots of supports on university campuses as well.
Taking that time to have the one-on-one really goes a long way. Like, I remember being a college kid, and that's really good advice, Dr. Ziegler. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.